ye ne nase ne be nyame na ya bomode anso apem akoyenim say send the TV ano we have to win these elections for Mother Ghana enti no e be ko so apem akoyenim.
Right, nano memenda kwasi that demonstration because so ma who say mo start raise concern yedin.
Oh, I think say enye o sha so tie pa na follow news you'd realize say almost everybody is raising concerns against their economy. Say yet your mind muna ye nyina ye wo o mind baako. Na ye pese ye cheche mind no. And you agree with me say whatever it is no Ghana ni bi on person new person o mind ebo ana o mind be say na yemra ya cheche no so che say utubi nya ho kwan eye demonstration and protest bi a ope it is a wonya ho akoja na wo ye demonstration na dedi kan ade ne say wo demonstration no eye how and you see a kwan ema other citizens because you see right now and I'm running my right say ko demonstration no some run so the me right say me so ntumi nko bibia me ko bia
of course
it becomes quite difficult when you share some of the visuals protesters a block kwaya omo kache mamefo nkola ne mpenimfo a obi wo ko hospital obi wo ko didi dwa na o kache ne say sebi na wie ba kwa mehwe o say sebi aboa say ade na wo ye begina ewiem na ye protest na oso mo bedwane ye de so mo di traffic no abre di traffic no abre next time ba bedwane na anya bia me ba wo o man na ewo mu no ye wo mbre bi e kire say miracles me ye protest so bia be ka me ho and I'm ready to say so we protester I say by force you never come home adentina wo protester wo ye no sebe say to aso mu ana say e to me maso ma be join no na me boa so we protester man be join no why do you block roads and insist to say it's say man ba be ka ho nti o ma life aye unbearable ma me and this is the same group of persons that almost say ye protest and be a Ghana be ko nanim what's a contradiction and that's why I keep saying say these are in fact they are plain criminals.
Wow.
Because only police for jina ho protected properties lives including one kasa mo demonstration na se mo kokopem mo pie wona mo ne mo DSC na se utumi wura police for car mu eyi safoa na udi dwane na se why you say wo shebufu na police dey nsa account or nsa ko na bi basa ide aba anything. The reason why this gentleman Olivia Barker, I think say he man too much labor and say sabi nipa bebre ewo problems over the number one ha and I must be very honest with you because you know what this was the first time or yes I know
yeah
and if you want share the plot no anytime obeka say okoye protest no the objective and say we protest him say news obenya fi protest him say police for menya akasa I don't know if you
attention seeker.
Every time bia obekọ abonten so koye protest no news are opefri ni protest ni munya at the corporate into your corporate joti we why protest ayaya ba obisa Ghana ni bia say even the oye ni sisi an dia hu protest no ye kra Ghana for branim what Ghanaians are hearing say wafa
what's illegal mining who demonstration
na illegal mining demonstration block 37 military hospital in any case what person demonstration na say a genuine demonstration na say dia obetima your baby but why should you do it to inconvenience everybody? To the extent that I saw a gentleman here on your more argument say, me mami yare, me the neighbor hospital, my block was even come wine. Why are you doing this? I was even thinking, say, Uncle Menya Badam Pakas, oh, best saying, Omokachen say, na, what but down Ghana for baby, but who are I? Oh, yes, those videos are all there. I can give them to you for you to play. The gentleman be done demonstration be your account. The Trump is and that's what he said on live TV. And recorded on video. Now, Maminka was MB. When him say about a week or two ago, NDC for your demonstration. What's a basabasabi? What's a basabasabi? So the point is that there is absolutely nothing wrong with our democracy. There is absolutely nothing wrong with our policing system. There's something wrong with this group of persons. Because this is the same group of persons some 6-7 months ago. I'm called the same spot. Demonstration basabasa. This is the same gentleman who be trying to say national security for be fine ko baby so me man is car no evidence for video say audio one fan badan. So how come say obi a was person who push here from democracy hub nkwa de okwa bonte so okwa demonstration na o hye nkrofo properties e hye nkrofo japade na mum omu ka wo ho no omu so kwa demonstration omu tumi ye demonstration abasabasa bia anye den emba indeed if by a week or two ago NDC for your demonstration kabasabasa bi baya okay you need to say there's a pattern. But if you want, check the last 2-3 years. Demonstrations are nyina na ko check say which of those demonstrations are in the last 2-3 years in the Basabasabay, this same group of persons. I can tell you that within the period of say 24 months, NDC for a protest demonstration by 4. These same guys, on my demonstration by 5. None of the NDC demonstration had any problem by. Omo nanti ya NDC for nanti ya call Jubilee House anymore. At the petition, a command deputy chief of staff. They've done like twice or 3 times. Recently, there's almost a year, but could be some year war. Your friend is saying, circle line nanti bar a Jubilee House here. So the question is that how come say every other group a protesting demonstration but this same guy and his group, and you see anytime he's on demonstration, he doesn't concentrate on the demonstration. Also on Twitter, not on incite it. So what he does is that once the demonstration is ongoing, he goes about taking videos and pictures and sharing it on Twitter to incite people. Ask yourself, what's the day one? Obi anti some demonstration. Day one, also be anti. Obi anti some demonstration. Be day one. It is because day one when you the needed attention. That day two be. Clearly, that is what because day one. Obi anti until some started some TMP before flags. Any process friends and billboards are already jatum. So why do you go on a protest against Galamsey and go and burn something on the street? Say, may a demonstration for whatever, and then me what street na ma kwatete billboards, na ma tete posters, na me the jatum, na ma park a truck, in the middle of the road, I block all other citizens omukwa about their duty. And you want to understand why you have only 10-20 people on the street supporting you? Bisa won say I didn't tell you mo demonstration 2 weeks ago we had thousands of people supporting you. Now we have demonstration we nipa 20 pe. Na nipa 20 no you want to cause chaos for the entire country. And in the name of democracy, until you may say me to be car, that's a me cottage 7 military hospital. Why should I not be able to access the hospital because you are demonstrating? Demonstrate and let me also go to the hospital. Who has stopped them from demonstrating? Why in pan and stop you so demonstrating? But why are you blocking me? Why? I didn't see that we see me. Why didn't I see you more car?
Obi on the right. And yes. When you are right, I demonstrate in the Obi sunya di.
Actually, me demonstrate. I demonstrate. 2016 I call demonstration na. Almost share so good ya so boy a friend say mponko du abo ye ne ade. Say you gonna ni bia na baby. Ye na ade ye ho na ye na ye wogide obi ne yakoy me boa. Woni woni pa 20 no. 20 of you no. Most of believe in bibi na mo call demonstration. Why should you inconvenience everybody? Why should you cause problems? Na bibi ayam yan say demonstration am yan so many police for agree on bibi. Na police for mounting roadblocks. Nti wo ba police for director. Na maami ewie ba kwa mehwe maami a oba wa bedu baby. No videos no metum dia wono mabo. Wa ba bedu baby a esiso okọ nanim. Na mu gina nanim block na say ma nko aboa sebe aboa. Ye ma nko. Next time the demonstration will join. Oh, yeah, demonstration that said Nyansa woman sank in our journal. Now, in any case, demonstration now we are in a crampono. Bimpo and Nyansa womb. I'm Yanka, my join. But Suban one in your Quambonia Mofaso Muji. A bed then will be to mean Adriana Bakras or Medimuchi. And the attention seeking antics. Now, me honestly, me Bogana police abaso. Because any year Kasaya, Obian Cap Ghana police assembly, it is simply because of that high level of emotional intelligence.
But say
in the face of provocation.
Honorable sir, police forecast say you be calling say ya near soft, no man yet little bit harder. And pose potential danger. There be 2 days to elections.
There be say no matching. Say yeah no matching. So much no. You can provoke them, you can insult them, you can burn vehicles, you can destroy properties, but emrano anybody. You see, me supporting Ghana police come first or comport your say. We have seen plenty. On Casa and say some 2 or 3 months ago, no more bia. Police for Chen or not the police is well. Almost say police for Buyat. So the police were trying to, and you see, for the first time, go and check social media. A lot of people are for the first time seeing through these people. because ene yo mo provoke ya police for ankasa mfo mo nsan kom no Ghana for you know say sa ko sabi adwonu kra mi say ka ho kakra no because clearly see anybody work school edu echi
he's a lawyer
sa branch na ko school akudu echi lawyer mua etumi wura police operational vehicle mu ekoyiki na wo say na ship peacefully or dear America or the police car key edwane clearly sabi I think there's something wrong with his mental state. Men can that down. And you may find the agro. You be come. That is something wrong with that gentleman. Because why? Do you demonstrate? And some me to MPP. You be say demonstrate. Say you demonstration. My friends on make you.
Yeah.
And I be forcing us on make you.
David.
Now say and this for him demonstration. Who say me ko bi? Say you me dia do some person me ko. But why? Why do you want to drag all of us into it? Why are you destroying properties? What has with demonstration now work on? Got to do with property now? What's saying? No?
National Youth Organizer Sikrom say or Voma say party Noma. Now your position of the party now.
Yes. We support him 100%. 100%. Na say me say me wo me japa de bi ku down say na ma be boma de ho bai. You supported 100%. Absolutely 100%. And even as a follow up to their police for you know, we in the party I'm encouraging say we should sue him because he's on video holding party property. And the party should see him to pay for it.
Me baso see upon 107.3 Facebook Live. Who bet me joining and videos ni bi probably na untimi enhwe ye unnim koma yedi. Who bet me America and a voma wo otu sa no police for key and wa kotu no dimrika edeko. Then it's my honorable. Yanko.
Inti media, to be very honest with you, I think that these are the real enemies of the state. My boyfriend Nankasa any. I say your concerns. She and saying me call Enuma Pepem. My grandfather will village we or Enuma Pepem say for Jabo. I used to be by Edna Swa ye Kosa Edukufi econom. Ewo village war. Any yesa edukon no kuku asebare. Ayedi. And Nancy am quite occasion in Sweden ye tete se milka. In a high.
And then I'm a corner. I think Galamsey corner.
You see, Galamsey corner. It's because of a choir. Your first one, ye deal with Galamsey situation. And me, my view, which I have shared publicly, and say Galamsey, it is every other social canker. Galamsey to say, oh my, and our community now when you're cocaine addiction. And now when we addiction, and now when deviant children ewukrum sana Galamsey na kwakwe because Galamsey no eye bone eye illegal crime to say every other crime obetumi adwe ho. There's no difference between Galamsey and armed robber because Galamsey no also committed the same crime na armed robber near den commit no. Now the point here is this: so person will solve social canker what the niema mienu ekabum who enforce emrano whilst at the same time we get the friend mindset reorientation because obi ho a wasoro no pay a wakọ pit mu a oye Galamsey onwe ho kranti ase mposa de no oye no e affect other communities o I know say the American want ase nti ne dia no say wasoro akotena e friend say excavator mu na oditu anwe nti we need to reorient their minds as well and let them understand the negative impact that they omo no e wo on us and our survival going into the future. But the problem is this: abayko na oko pamo Galamsey for FPT mu soldier for kochi omo ye de eja eto omo chamfan mu ye de eja eto excavators mu ye bubi ye sizie bi noma ye wo ye friend say community mining schemes ye de water guards aba omo na mu so hwe we yesa no ma nyina awia na unya the opposition party and you see in all of these things ade bakwaya me ya for the entire week maka ni say maintain say media houses more kan ho asem say the biggest opposition party no ekọ mining pit ni bebi ye Galamsey no okọ Galamsey no odira ho no ne Galamsey fo ni no waka che say safo yi MPP amanyuko ye ne omo tata mo de soja fo ba ha tata mo yi omo nim say Galamsey no politics ene Ghana e kra beto Galamsey na mo de ma mo nkasa mo nka makoma ntom yem mo nto abama John Dramani Mahama ene ne parliamentary candidate ogina ha na da mo beto abama John Mahama e bobo se wewi no sada no mo nyina mo nsamre hala mo meto
no mo aso aba abontia be kasa nsuo sei
samre no okasa asem no na Tony Obeng e former Minerals Commission CEO omo say papa yo gyina we friend Tony Oben say moto abama MPP na Jo Mahama be yo mampani a sa papa ya na ebesan so de na kwakotena ho
na wase jamo mo wase sinsu no
na ohye mo bo say moto abama no kwa Minas Commission boss a obejam na mo aye mo adwuma me a me gyina he me ye mo parliamentary candidate mo ni say adwuma me ne mo ana ye nti ebeba ne say na moto abama me a ma be tata mo say mo nja mo adwuma ye moto abenti MPP onua in the year 2020 elections
and when I come back say
said in another dan ko ekufo adon tokwa odo esa otuye e wo friend say galamsey fo so nti ukọ mining areas na ye lusu ho nyina
enti hu aka mo
ehun kan ye
that means you me fight galamsey
ehun kan ye but what it means is that sebe enye edu someday a ye kọ abatu no na NDC fo e ba be kire say na ye preach won fi ashawo line em be preach me won kọ ashawo line anadwo na de eche no pa o ma be preach me say wo no wo betra radio so ne TV so a na waka che Ghana fo nyina say MPP mpenifo na eye galamsey say galamsey wo firi ho a na wako galamsey site wo na wako she galamsey site fo no kutupa na ane bia ukọ ho no kọto MPP peni bi ho na waka kire mo say omuntu abenti aye na wo ba mo ma ye galamsey na wase abetra radio so say MPP fo na eye galamsey. How do you win any social canker with such a divided front? Onia, how do you win any social canker with such a divided front? It is obisa me ade ba ko ama ntokwa yakutia galamsey aye dempa enam NDC fo suban tia. You ubetimi aka ne se na obesi aka ne bia de ameka na enokra. De tia de ameka na enokra ne se chame strategy ba ko aka eseso mampeni na dan kwekufare ne MPP yusu in the fight galamsey omu yusu ye.
But miracle so when you brisa wo fight galamsey na NDC for propaganda ni na mu a what stops you?
Say I'm robber say wo man mu. Hwe sorry do wo man we mu. Na hwe kasa ya kaseti am robbery. Na hwe the risk against am robbery. Hwe police station do wo man we mu. Na hwe police for do wo man we mu. Am robbery jai. That's why I keep telling you that galamsey no a crime like any other crime you can think of. Until when you are fighting it, you must fight it from all angles. So while fighting from all angles, that's why we lose one side of it, like we are experiencing with the NDC's a negative impact now. It becomes a fruitless effort. Because oko kwose chamfa na oche oshe excavator na okope. Na wase ma me the man ye dangerous kwani say o man peni dada Jo Mahama. Oni ye kwa akensi abatu emu. We bi na no gina friend say campaign platform akase ono obaye o man peni a omo a omakwa galamsey a ya chi omo. Amra ni omo di omo da prison obeje omo na omakofie. So be num cocaine. That's what person jai cocaine. First of all, emra say unum cocaine e bone e crime boa. Nti mra ne be chew. But say wo de mra ne chi nipa no. Na wo de nipa no okosa abiem the next day. Obesi akonom because addiction.
Yes.
Na mom say wo chi nipa na wo ma ne kasa kire. Wo de ne go through a certain therapy. Na we ma na adwen sakira na fe okoba ka onye den onkokoye biem. But in a situation where wo chi nipa no wie na no ko hye dem a na obi foforo gya ne nche se ye menja kosonom enfie no udum ya won se we gya nom na wo de to abetia no me ma ho kwa na waye de obeye. You can never win against such a situation. Never. We cannot continue to pretend. Now nim de ya ne say sa wo ka galamsey ho asem se na make ni ya ade a che ya na so ye galamsey ya me fie kuapem late
o ka ho asema yeso so
ka o nya kan ade che yeso wo ye galamsey me fie late kuapem na me fie no ye ebo na pai me swa kete 7-8 years na me pai bo eton late Methodist primary school obi oni mi bi anim say ye na pai bo e disi late Methodist primary school gold I friend gold raw gold me fa me ni hu bi pen enso sebe wadaro mama dwun ye adwuma eti se me hu ade na e a me tu hu se ade na e eye bi nso a me tu hu se e bi into obi ntumi force me nche me de amenka me say there is no way wo bebe Germany ma ka chem say you are fighting against galamsey without me having evidence say you are condemning the former president and the NDC and what they are doing in the galamsey pit. If not for anything, in the last 20 years omanpenim bi eniwa we show commitment to the fight against galamsey ese na danko ekufado the empire na aka ese na nando ya onye wahye excavators or the soldier for mining pit akoche galamseyers or the amako court. He's prosecuted more galamseyers than any government has done in recent times. We're setting up community mining schemes to move these young people from the pit so they can go into safe and appropriate mining. no ka say you be prefer the National Alternative Livelihood Program. I don't know. Ministry for Lands and Natural Resources develop seedlings, oil palm seedlings, coconut seedlings, and so many others. No, they are young people say munja galamsey no na mundua we na eso aba munya mu adwuma munya musika ye den endi enti dey ade ba ko ben na aka na danko kufado into me. What it means is that what we have to do now is to sit back, analyze the situation and ask ourselves, say, with all these things that another Danko Akufo-Addo putting in place, a ban is saying, and I still like that's what this difficulty and this challenge. Then clearly it points to one thing. It points to the fact that in the fight against this crime, you have the biggest political party as we speak in the mining areas encouraging the people to mine. Then it comes to mind, say,
few days to elections.
We have the leader of the biggest opposition party encouraging these galamseys and telling them, say, Monko so yam galamsey, ye chemwa, me ba, me yimu frimu, na me de maba, na me de mutu sa eden amamo. Na obi sense adeti na oka so say mpanimfo ne campaigns na e wo ho no ye gya omo e na nketenkete na ye chi omo na be sense aba. Say ene nwumre yi, am robbers nsia, ekoye robbery, e wo bi fie. Na se ye chi sa am robbers nsia no emu nan a, ye bi so mo say mo han na ye pani. Na so oka say ye pani no kwa, o say na ma minja mo na monko, na menko chese mo pani no. What kind of leader is the former president? And so, if I haven't heard you, say maintain say who condemn the former president, and then the casa fin and the casa basa, and then the leaders no more mining pit, no more encouraging galamsey, so more galamsey now. Men catch themselves so stopping galamsey. What it means is that you are pursuing a political agenda, knowing very well, say, and another Danko Akufo-Addo should ban small scale mining. Yem banning small scale mining, near banning small scale mining now. When you say 2018, you banned small scale mining. You banned small scale mining for almost a year and a half.
Basuna.
When you say half in him, one of the highest production in gold. Because any free. Now when they catch us, more yet, a friend is saying galamsey, omo small scale miners. Okay, I'm saying, most small scale licenses do mama. If you want to stop an illegality, you license people to do the appropriate mining.
But yeah, supervision and monitoring cost.
Obia or your small scale mining bia regulations that's what the eduma. And so you have the supervision and monitoring happening. But like I said, why in a weird dear area ketemu? Why in the dibone wabra police in the air no? It's clearly no a sumasi dwan omo yeden omudi. And as we beat them, as we seize their machines, as we burn the machines, it is not enough. We need to continue the social mindset, the social reorientation, and the mindset readjustment. But the year we na say omwa esese no mo chiche oman no e hye omokutu pa e be de na we omotumi adan etie no mogyan ase obi ye weed na so onjai weed na mama sija na dada akoto weed achiche ama no mama sija na dada akoto weed no na achiche ama no ojiri so betime yai. And nobody is talking about this. What the Bible say, hey, Jay, this is for some kind of baby. Now, what's a min kwa de man mature ne yamani bia into me mamen kwa. What's a mamenka? Why shouldn't I say it? You have civil society quiet. You have you the media quiet. You have religious bodies quiet. Everybody is quiet. Omo dey understand another way. No. Chame oman peni bakwa in the last 20 years. Wa kun galamsey ese another Danko Akufo-Addo. Oman peni on oppressor yensan to oman oman peni dada. Na breso e na galamsey ya yehu na ne yetu nso me chance you so ya we. Oman peni Rollins na peni Akufo na galamsey ho. But sa galamsey no omo ko Anglo Gold. Any go field for site omo ko sesa omo anwe ani bi omo be wash ne yenye galamsey wo so
na champagne
2010 and 2011 and the champagne any nsuo mu galamsey shase e wo man we mu oman peni John Dramani Mahama entumi ankon sa ntokoi to the extent say the minister honorable Mahama Yariga ebe kache ye nyina say ebe ya anka galamsey fight no they should give up na on hwese ne galamsey ekona akwakoye na eye so deep to the extent that there is no way they can fight it. Nemum anka betumi anka they should regulate illegal mining. Regulate illegal mining. When were they illegal, they regulated that. But that is what they said. That is how bad it was under their government. And let me blow your mind. Oman Penin and Danko Akufo-Addo. The inaugural speech, that was when he spoke about the fight against galamsey and how he was going to commit himself to fight the galamsey canker. Intanya bia se galamsey na shase na Danko Akufo-Addo ambreso a adenti and all kasa the first time I saw ni no ka galamsey asem it tells you that before we came to office, this bad practice was there. And what the Nana Akufo-Addo has been doing all this while is to put in place all the mechanisms he can to fight this canker. If still we are having challenges and difficulties in fighting it, what you do is to come together as a people and say, upon all these things we have done, a kwan be be faso and I kwan foforo be na wo ho a e see to be faso na to be stopping this canker. Now why yen sa na sa wo de wotu ani esi nipa ba akoso e na tem bia na obo nipa nechi tem bia na obo nipa nechi obo nipa nechi no so no na wa akure ya nso o wa galamsey site a wo ka che galamsey for some ye galamsey wo ye nipa bone wo ye man boy for
flip flopping. But as you feel what I can, Asase 107.3, Asase 98.5, I will Kumasi in Ashanti region, Asase 99.7 were Tamale in the northern region, Asase 100.3 were Cape Coast in the central region. Facebook Live, Asase 107.3. WhatsApp line, I am ready. We're doing Chobet Media, Bebeji Brenafe, Yakin Kain, Ede, Amal, someone on up here, Paina Wapping, our Bambumu, and also ha, and anybody in common affair, Yashe. Few days to elections and a spontaneous demonstration at Air Koso. So then you bet me, a pursuit danger be an threat to be an position of Ghana Police Service at saying, Yabedi Hun Komo and Enumerate Ewo Asasipa 107.3 at Tumpine Jumadi. So what's up line on A 059 417 777 me patro 059 415 7777 which we are joining in 059 415 7777 afekra na agrono be so kese Dennis Miracles Aboagye wo ha former MC wo ha ye ne 18 komo na fe ya hwe ye wura MPP policies num but quickly my main start ya galamsey hon komo die my main start den na Dr. Mahmoud Baumia nyame ya domo Ghana for money to me mandate is one lead Ghana for wo be na the fight against galamsey ya pemwa yen wie no yetimesi no kwan then
Dr. Mahmoud Baumia Asem Kenya ne say watsena se na wato ne bo ase na wahwe all the strategies and the systems that you use in the fight against galamsey every 2017 be pemune and clearly no he's realized say ya try no ma bebre e bi succeed here ebi an succeed nti wafa de succeed ye no ina de an succeed nso wahwe kwan foforo betumi de afa so na de ba ko foforo sonko a o se o de ba ne se we hu se mranti ne maba ye o mu sori a o mu do mu man mining te se me fi mountains in fact ye so no de enima ne e bo pai ye pon school ye ko pai bo o ye pai bo mo mu si dan no nti wu ya na edu bebi a na wakɔhye ne pam na etu aka sada na edi mo nti eno na enim uko ba fem uka che latania kola sa
ene wabre
uka che latania kola sa ambre ne se mane ko paibo onko opa mane wiase musike nyina eho because eho kwa na ehie di nkomo eho na ehie di agro in fact edu baby no ye paibo na competition man. So you see for these mining areas Dr. Mahmoud Bamia's view ne say that's what they know nti yempe kwan e be fa so mu a ye be mo metumi aye omade omope which is the mining no but in a more appropriate and safe way but just what you say adeɛ baako a ɛma ɔmokɔ mining wɔ nsuo mu ne sɛ rock mining no ɛne asase no ankasa so mining no ɛyɛ na ne yɛ ɛden ɛna ɛsɛ so yɛ capital intensive so nti ɔkɔ nsuo no mu deɛ a otu wɔ hɔ no a wɔhye ne wɔnya kakra no de abɛfie. So let's put in place mechanism that would ensure that we will redirect all these energies and talent of these young people from the riverside ne de ɔmakɔ bebiam gold nankasa wɔ no na ɔmakɔ akɔ mining. So number one or say obeji geo data na ekire say aha gold wa aha bi ni ha aha bi wa ha ewo wo community no obeji no de amamo na wo akasa wo hwe na say aha na gold wo na asase no say na nanom de say yebusa pani bi de obetime nya access to it na wakakosere ukosere wi a enka ne no anenei say wunya asase na gold wo mu na unni sika odi betu
okay
enti na omudwane ko nso mu ko hohoro nso de no ana say omo wo connections no so be kwa bruchiri no akope Chinese partner
not naba
and American partner not naba or the neba Chinese partner give 90% shares no amagana ni be 10% nti e kra gold no yetu no kra yen shedan yedan enya so mfaso sa. So this is what Dr. Mahmoud Bamia is saying mama data ma chew be gold no wo nti enei onko tutu fem basa excavenge say wo be gold wo uni be wo. Number 2 unya wi a minerals commission for Mon farm offices in Anchor district near to gold in Ninamu. Ghana ha, your 261 district. Number of districts are mining activities cost just about 70 BB. Now, Monko setting up offices, it's about 74 so. Offices are more set, no. Momeyan Sacra licensing regime, no mukakra.
Okay.
Near money a bit more convenient. Send a bay Ghana for no more concession in Sassen or more Munyano, or me to be no more license no my day on my mining. You see, Obika almost a license in a war, a baby 50 BP, MPP by mine 1,000. What is wrong in making sure that all drivers are waiting you want to be driving car? Isn't it proper to license people to do appropriate mining than to leave them to do it anyhow?
Because Nipanu Jana Crow
or yet it's what licensing more normally appropriate mining, that is the way to go. So the first strategy in dealing with Galamsey is to make sure that the licensing regime is made a bit more convenient. Send a bay Ghana for no more monsters a bit wide than when you be. Number 3, into your child baby gold in the war. Yama license and easy amount. Number 3, only secure the bit too good in it. Dr. Mahmoud Bami say, or be establishing the Minerals Development Bank. The Minerals Development Bank by and say, when your concession away, what you mean establish it from the data and say gold wahano. When he ska out the bit too. Into bank no, they say na ADB ebu eku afo. Mineral Development Bank will be provided financing
for miners, no?
For the Ghanaian concession owner.
Okay.
Now, what they are mining, now to gold. No? Now you say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is using this to also fix another issue. Once Ghana, you see the issues against dollar. With the car promises say, moving forward in 2025, we are going to run a gold-backed CD system. Washa say kakra.
Okay,
and then me no say Bank of Ghana build the gold reserve. So unim on my BR. Omutuminya mineral resource bit is a gold. Ede bo omusika no ho ban anase omude ta omusika nechi no. Omani sika emrebia na muodru. British pound. Ade bakuta British pound for almost all the years you can recall. It has remained one of the strongest currencies. Because UK were one of the largest reserves in gold. I just want to say. So they back their currency with the gold reserve now, and I say gold no more. And that always keeps our currency strong. And that's what Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wants us to do moving forward. To ensure say we build enough reserves to back the currency and strengthen it. And one of the ways is going to do that is say watch out one more data. One more aboa mo nya license no. One more sika de betu gold no. Utu wi a na aban no e de CD ato gold na den.
Every ho.
Na ye de abo ye sika no ban. Enei ye hear almost about $400 million as abosumi bia yetumi ato crude abo my we mu etumi nya fuel. Ye wo gold a unkope dollar 400 million na dollar na bo ahode akosoro. Wo di gold ni bia be kwama no ne. Na de apese ode kwakoto de akwede. Wo di akoto na de aba on my we mu. Ebiem o say ye technical vocational education training na ye no. Areas na mining wo no in their curricula. Curricula.
Abunu phone kasa de no.
Ade no musia subjects no
syllables
no easier syllables no or the appropriate and safe mining eba curriculum.
Okay,
send your beya and branch your more technical vocation you bet you more quiet fast why mining tools mechanisms in a safe and appropriate way into your branch ya baba and utu galamsia o kwa technical vocation education training obewie no now you quiet fast why safe and appropriate mining abaya cha baby a friend say gold no wo abaya de sika aba utumi de boa na wunya concession na utumi de ye abaya asanso ma licensing regime why then ayemre. And this is one of the ways that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia believe say introduce here anya hwe krampo no ebema omo konsuo ni mu no omo be free wo because onim say obe mine e wo land ne so ana the appropriate way a aban beta nechi na ban ama ne ho akade no to be the den o de aye mine no. So that is a clear path strategy towards reducing this galamsey situation. Ask our opponents and the strategy then. And then it's way open for phone. Now former President Mahama say, what is your opinion on this galamsey matter? On to me kasa. You know why? Because I don't know the opinion say we should allow them to mine in an illegal way. But on person beka. Into okwa na okwa catch romo. Or bad TV sunu radio so na beka change say when people for the galamsey. And that is why he's unable to speak about it. And that's why he's unable to, as we speak, tell us clearly what his strategy is in dealing with the galamsey menace. But Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has a strategy. And that strategy is what I've outlined to you. In addition to ensuring that we are enforcing the law, in addition to ensuring that we are banning illegal equipment on our river bodies and chasing them away, this is how Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia intends to ensure say wapam we fi nsuo no so awie no onka nkotra fie na mo obenya bibi so asa aye den aye na de kro na nka wo ye wo nsuo no so no wetumi aye wasase so e wo kwampa so.
Right, honorable matter say a few messages yankin kana yamra sesia Manuel Dakon e wo Nima was say NDC for the territory ma sa Democratic Hub for no or mo misbehave e wo Ghana. One day when you said the former President John Dramani Mahama and the NDC for na bo mo pa mo mu disa nsem hunu no o mo ye a enkosi aga na dia wode aba no no wo say ye from Evandi ningo pram and wo se bono hene ye da wase mo bo adwuma pa won miracles mo bo adwuma mama Ghana 14 no ma ase ye na ne ente no ma bi ase na to bia na den ma ye nse ye beti bibi ase but honorable miracles amamfo hu the air course it is possible wo say inshallah Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Ebedim kunim come December 7 election 2024. Also ne dia wode abano no me patch on Facebook live. Wa bin Robert media ba ye beje bre na fe ya kinkano sene ya wode abre na ye mfa bi nka ho ye nyi bi mfrimu ye be ni se kronkron na fe ye de amao. Lawson ahinkan Kofi Asante ne dia wode ba no se fast nko a enye toboi ene ezu nko a wo se we ye fast nko a nye toboi politics and miracles wo ye Asante Clinton ne the other no great communicator, God bless you. Ni aye akoto was wow. Hamdan Abubakar was a director Nyamisha was Nyaminyo Kese miracles was a very more furry was a Ubajuma miracles Nyaminyo Kese attempted ye maha me pacho uba wodia na wodia ba Joseph Ohene was here Tumpan FM Asasepa 107.3 yeah Tumpan is the program them no and a year Tumpan radio station here Asasepa 107.3 also Nadia wode abanono Joseph Ohene day also Nadia wode bani was say enya Malik mo politics no mo yen basabasa didi atem can some hunu chira mpanyimfo any be na miracles so yeah miracles ka fact or the no crown to my Ghana for whom the MPP are banging I want any so person ye edema Ghana for Emmanuel Mensa was say oh Debbie where attempt did you mean to me and come if I would attempt I will not waste my time say making kind attempt and then Asante Wahene was a proper fact was a fast no and I would go no Abdul Razak Nedio Diabano was so we a smart and creative director. Dennis Miracles Aboagye was God bless you. Was MPP for nyina mo iko ma Toma ewo tamale omo fan life ewo tamale e ba to tamale ne mpata mu a asase 99.7 FM so na wote yenka asase 98.5 ewo Kumasi in the Ashanti region asase 100.3 wo Cape Coast in the Central region. Facebook live asase pa 107.3 messages no obetimi amana ba ya beje brand afi ya kenkan de amount was say mo ani adwuma where supposed to NDC for no or mu ye nipa bomfo pa sa man ni ye nim sa MPP betra konwa so na ba yo na minim da sa mampanyi da John Dramani Mahama and the China for ba kurum ha mining aye pinsom ono so na dia wode aba ene anwumri eno no was say from Imano into was say communicator biye no ana no ate se wo was nyame ahirawo keep on doing the good work. Nadia Wadiaban Christopher Abbey was say and these guys are too desperate. Was say and this for now why too desperate. Are they as a petumi no yados one day then a mohu and I yam na mu mediskanko yan trase and for 2 no emamo. Emmanuel Tokro ya was say MPP show commitment. Sir a bagalam say ya umbetuase but beside the former President John Dramani Mahama say wo ba ye den otimi ye fa galam say ho na dia wode aba eno no medical catcher say atim didie ba mentimi kan Prince Nuruddin na dia wode aba no say director good work was salutu nyame enshira no onyo kese Emmanuel Tokro ya top submission by Dennis Miracles na dia wode aba no wode ba ma men kan ni twima say na be ya ye kwoto aba nya brofesem amanfo beti ase no mahu adwuma aban no aye ane aban bi obetra kunwa so adwuma wo ye policies aban no wo person de to apono so amanfo timi eti ase miracles ade ba ko a Ghana for omuka and always bia no Ghana for ka say ahokyeraba eba to sawo ye objective and then nwumre ya ahokyere no wo ho eden na de ye kosa ahokyere num eden na aban no aye se na bi betime free sa ahokyere num ba won say GDP I expanded by 6.7%. noma etiba for my indicators ni show we are amam for expect say me kota dia yes you noma ye dia me kota dia noma bo enyefo still baby a noma gina e na gina hini e fa free ye
yeah no crepa ni say na mo aye tono e bia 35 cedis per bag no ene ukota enyina 35 cedis cement bag ane tono e bia 35 cedis na 30 cedis ene ukota menya be 70 80 85 cedis enyina fam ekosho nti the fact is that niema ebo akosho and say ade ba ko ho aban we aya mani so I am bia me ka say one of the things say Ghana ni bia to me etwe adwen koso ne say aban we aban ba ko a why very sincere with the people of Ghana when it comes to the issues of our economy enka no say oha ba say dey say pese yeso so ano a be dem pasa obeti say aban agi atum say oha mpaba. But this government, from the president to the vice president to the last person you can find or think about in government, Obiagye to say we've had the new challenges since 2020 and especially if 2022 bepem 2024. Obiagye no change. Obiagye no change. But the point is that a dear na aban ya fast or how long. Between the year 2017 and 2020, in 2019 December remains one of the best Decembers and at Christmas on my way in so many years.
Why?
Because everybody acknowledge say the Nakrumo de you be fab on my way in 2017. Now you go to join him. Nkola ewie JHSS home school over 100,000. Afibia no mo katire fi omuntu me school. Esane say aban entumi nyeska odbetua amahia forma say hia forma na tumi akobi esane se aban eniska odbesi school dan do ma san kola na nya bi atenem esane se aban eniska obetumi de ato desk aman kola etumi atenem oman we mu ye be faye na kanea ay gina so ye na ye de ye adwuma yi entumi nyina so e man krankrakra entumi mfa anya omo adwuma enti in this country at some point na media houses to say mudi about 10 na mapon and so can media houses then come here 24 hours but mo pon because mo adwuma mo yeri nyina mo running on plant into one hen yam beto for the whole night in this country na aban ye ba aban mu no 2016 aban efa teacher for the nurse for and a public servant omo ye adwuma 1 year aban tuo mo ka aban ka so betuo mo ka o say ye niska into even know why you adwuma 12 months no you bet you are 3 months. And my buy shall the policy by our fair policy, 3 months pay policy. In this country, on my way, a place freeze unemployment for almost 3 years. In fact, teacher for the next for credit in the year 2013, 14, 15, 16, a buy fat teacher for the next for. A do baby no, on my way was so broke to the point a here for ma. Sika omo de court teacher and nursing training aye de mom allowances no aban gifri omunsem e mo mampani mahama ya wa ba o se yesanso to abamani e kai se eye sa allowance ne nkwa na obe restore amahia form betumi nya bia ko school dia anka yento abentia medical association doctor for e ka kire aban se yesre o mani wa edin nti kebe ya anka boa ye ne yentumi nya kakra.
But say allowance no sorry honorable on my reason say ne be ya enrollment drive no betimi akosoro because awu ma allowance na offer di pam that means say aban na bebo kamo enti yenyi allowance ni free o say ne be ya e betimi enroll ni padodo and the teacher training colleges.
Enti the difference between omoni and say we free wa obe enrolling ni padodo ba obe enrolling esikafo nko amma here for man na omom rely on allowance
omunya access
we free wa na usi adano 1,000 kra ehia for man be ka trefie na anya bi o man ye chichire mesika for nko na and that's where the biggest problem was and that is why eni oko teacher training college na say ana nursing college na say ni allowance mbaya no okem because eno one rely on to survive a wood school sa man temo a efie nye into one how abakoka akoyeden akotrefie. So this country was in a very difficult situation. This was a former president. Or between inflation 8%. Ofi abemuno, not inflation equal 15%. There is not a single economic indicator under former President Mahama Obeto in 2013 or improve, Each of the economic indicators of former President Mahama Obeto from GDP to international reserve to gross reserve to inflation to bibi Obeto ye bi ani nyina ekosro. Ebi enu otu be de ba fam. But the difference between the MPP government and the NDC government, they say, say how be ba na se ye pese ye so ano a ye tumi ne oman ni nyina ka bom etena ka say ebusuafo eneyi ye ne China for ne Malaysia for ne Turkey for ne didwa ba ye hwe de ekoso wo China ne Turkey ne Malaysia yi a aba be affect your economy no nti ama your economy no ho nsem aye den atoche makakra ba munya botre ye ne mu nyina ka bom ne yesiesie no na emre papa na den eba covid emre so your how about my way mama peni ku for the catch o say bibia yedu no ese me take a decision as mama peni as to whether mema ye de ahodi nyina abo enkwa ene mema mfo ho bai anase meka say obewu ewu na me protect the economy no, and he took a decision to protect lives ahead of the economy. And he said say nipa nkwa de ehwe a minnim ekwa ya mefa so abesan so de ababiem nemom say ye economy say tete pansam say den kra ye nim ekwa ya befa so ye betumi aside the economy na den aba back to that enunti na nei in the past 4 months fuel prices ba na den eba fam enunti na nei friend is saying inflation ekoya could do 54%, and inflation about bedu a little over 20% beboa. Tell me in the history of this country, tell me when we say aban bi wo mu or wa aban mu a inflation under his government akosro not the same aban no etuma ye ho adwuma manaba fam no cre. Nobody in this government has denied say in the past 2-3 years, especially from 2022 no, cost of living go high obi agitum. But the other thing obi abejiatum so say for the first time in our lives as we experience now no, we have seen a government economy no say yajitum, but me no ka say attorney around yehu ehun sunsunso a yehu improvement in kakra den.
I don't know behind this for say economy na mo say mo dey share COVID-19 no, ye benefited from COVID-19 ye the levy buyer as now that's so ho a ye gi Ghana for ntie ka say economy a by extension here patch saying
you see NDC for of course a dishonesty no me explain you you can say COVID as economy it's not just about revenue unyai now the revenue na unyai say revenue am fan to bank okay I said 2020 na yam planning you see you be fan nurse for health professionals for be by in that year you double the number of health professionals you find in that year alone to fight COVID and on here scabe na the shop and yes ka corona was unyai na the shop okay say in 2020 the amount of expenditure me na me MC edu baby no na me municipality obinya covid o say edu baby na covid no infections na ba ma yenya hospital beds kra mom
yes
nti wa ye say we asymptomatic no na ye say ye self isolation okay obia nya self isolation aban etoduane ma na no pa wie na nwumre sika be ne de ye obekaya 2020 during the covid period government had to expand infrastructure at a pace now buying crime budget and some plannings or the bay or BSR expansion. The number of isolation centers are buying see within a short period of time. Sikaben are buying the Edu baby crampono now wo PPEs and as a protection GS I will be here crampono. A buying Tony at Chichewo Street. Sikaben are buying at the year. Obi Fia Brocheba no be do airport near test near so symptoms. Now by the Nakoda Hotel. Na ban ahwe no e wo hotel a kopemta ne ho beto no sika ban na ban de ye enti so bi ka che say aban nya aso mfaso a clearly no nipa no is not recognizing what government did to ensure that Ghana becomes one of the shining stars when it comes to the fight against COVID. But the main friend and I'm going to show you the real effects of COVID on our economy.
Okay,
wouldn't say any China any a lot of countries they do close to about 80% on yema use or my in fact be share studio ha metu bi aka say niema wa ha no emu be 90% je krafia ma no no great. Now wouldn't say China until just about 6 months ago they have shut down since 2020 close up to the point that the production in China edu baby no more producing even less than half of what they can produce. Say you are aware Emma containers ana ye bia ye di fi China bag Ghana ha e bia $1,000 and $1,300 no a drew baby no now benya container baako de nyame gu ma ho hia be $13,000 so nim sa mamika semicho once China shut down and China started selling this headphone enka na nkomo ton no $20 esa ne say oye o produce at half capacity nti ehun be na meboa ehun be den ade no so ehun nya ye den
demand be high
demand be ko high demand ko high price be shoot up nti ade na nka no ko fa ne $20 if China now they are back Ghana now be turn $25 no ene no esa ne say China for production o market nti uko a uko turn $50 it means that na ka turn wa Ghana ha $30 how dey $5 per untumi turn $30 po ebiem won first wo $5 no ebie no an da so but esa ne say wo turn $50 and anything wo the back Ghana wo be turn $55 so you see COVID no and yes sika da wunya wa Ghana han kwa na be affect our economy no nemum prices ne kosro simply because of what is happening in China. Turkey in the year 2022 Turkey inflation edu baby ekoya kopem 80%.
Wow.
What it means is that akonye ya me very sure say ye tofi Turkey ba o my way mu no ebi anka akoton $100 na the bag Ghana ba beton $110 no in the year 2022 no ukọ Turkey na say wakasa ukoto the same akonya o beton $180. It means that o the bag Ghana one fa hwe anka ho kra still akonya na de fi Turkey aba no ne bo be den ebe kosoro. You know why? Because Turkey they rely hugely on neighboring countries and the partner countries for raw material inputs. Rice yedi ye krado do na fi Brazil and Vietnam. Russia Ukraine for code dokape and our international community and ban eto Russia for. Yeah. Russia for the providing nitrate and a lot of the component the fertilizer. Russia for this fertilizers in nitrates in may Emma Turkey Brazil and Vietnam. In Brazil for young Russia Ukraine war ewo ho. But esa ne say baby omunyom nitrate ene omunyom omode fertilizer no ye de ban atoso wo Russia nti omunya nitrate ndo do omo ye den omuhia. What it means is that rice production no either say ebe cut and now said the production ebe ko higher than it was earlier. In Ghana ye nya problem bia you but emona ye craft Brazil na kenka ne ye cra no $50 no obe ko Brazil no na ye $120. It would the ball my womb ne bo be kosro. That is how COVID Russia Ukraine has impacted our economy. Now so bika wechewa where is the lie? Now who simplify now ka say mwenye sika dodoa na menye sika dodoa memfa ne say aban kra jeje eto and aban nya eto dodoa. Does that eradicate the cost of buying rice that has gone up in Brazil? Does that take away the high cost of buying chewe from Turkey? So long as Turkey inflation call 80% in Nkwadie, Ukotowadi if you take it back to Ghana, you are bringing that inflation into the country. But you see, evidence all over the place to show say, and ye Ghana Nkwa and ye suffer as economic crisis. Unim say UK, somewhere 2022 within 6 months, no master prime ministers bear 3 times. I'm sure you remember.
Yeah. Within
6 months, almost prime ministers bear 3 times.
No more my thing.
Bisa wo say ban send a UK of all countries. Yes, America, they experienced a 40-year high inflation. 40 years in inflation omu hu bi da. America for hu bi. UK for ehu inflation omu hu bi da in 40 years. Germany, edu baby no, that flour isam any oil omu bedi na short omu nye bi. UK, as we speak, are still going through labor crisis. Every country in the world ehu onwane share of economic crisis. And every country across the world is working to bring itself back out of this economic crisis. And then the America for elections in November. Next year debate and you clearly realize that 90% of their debate is hinged on all the things that we are struggling with. Economy, jobs, businesses, struggles are true in terms of housing and all of that. And you hear Trump, you hear Kamala Harris, everybody say COVID. Now, even if superpower countries, such America, suffer from COVID, how much more countries like Ghana, where we rely heavily on our partner countries? The good news is that you are buying in the midst of crisis. Onto Nisanko we non say mintio bia. Onto Nisanko we non say me yo join funu. We have a government that says we acknowledge there is a challenge. Ye jitum say your difficulties. Ye jitum so hania bebresaba. Munya jidie wo yemu na yɛn mu nkambom na yɛn fa nsiesie nneɛma na yɛgye di sɛ ɛnkyɛ bia ɛnipa bɛyɛ den ɛbɛpie and whilst government is at it tie ne yie o whilst government is at it aban ɛngya yɛ hɔ esapan ɛnɛ medical doctor nurse na ketua na ɔgye ne 2016 no aban ato mu bɛyɛ ɛhombɔho mmiɛnsa nti aban gye tum sɛ nneɛma boa yɛ den
vis-a-vis nneɛma boɔ so na si kɔ so
of course I'll know a quick example I think about 2-3 weeks ago I shared some data cocoa farmer